So speaking of lanes, when it comes to like the industries that like yourself or anybody would invest in, like what determines, is it just preference, or are you industry agnostic, or what determines how you pick where you invest or like to invest?
So that's a great question. So let's say if you just sold your business, right, and you didn't go to SMU and get your EMBA, so your network is not as expansive as yours is now. The first thing that will happen is most likely you would have one of the top wealth management firms come to you and offer to manage your money, right? But you want to invest maybe and support entrepreneurs in your industry. So you would say, I'm going to put aside, say, $1 million to $5 million, and I'm going to use that to start investing and supporting entrepreneurs because, if one of those entrepreneurs hits it big, my $5 million could end up being $50 million plus. The challenge there is you can start maybe joining angel networks, which is very advisable because now you're with peers and you have kind of more of a collective diligence on deals that come in. But that's not going to stop people to just solicit you all the time, especially if,
it gets out that
you sold your business. And what you notice is a lot of people just say yes. You start saying yes to a few deals, and then without a plan. Back to being an investor with a plan is so important. And a lot of those deals are early stage. If you don't do it the right way, which means it's a numbers game. If you only do, like, say, 2 early stage deals, the chances of one of them really making it big and getting you a return on your investment is less likely than, let's say, you invest in 10, 15, 20 companies at the same stage, right? That's what the VCs do. So you learn from those mistakes. The other thing is, if you're investing in early stage, the entrepreneurs expect you to be hands-on. Back to what we're talking about with Shark Tank. So it really needs to be, ideally, an industry that you have experience in, and you like the entrepreneurs and you want to help them out. And the ideal situation would be you become an advisor and you invest in their company and try to help them get through all the challenges that an early stage company goes through, given your experience, because you've been there, right? Now, as you go up the scale in terms of more institutional investors, it's much different. Like endowments, family offices, multifamily offices, there is a very clear portfolio strategy in terms of what asset classes and what type of managers they invest in. For example, some endowments would not back a first-time fund manager. Like come back when you have a track record. Maybe on fund 2, on fund 3, we'll consider it, right? Same as, we're talking about all the, fund managers and founders being entrepreneurs. I mean, it's the same thing. The best thing, kind of the entrepreneur has to do their research to make sure that when they're approaching their investor, they're approaching the right investor in terms of their industry expertise, the size of the check that they're going to make, and the value that they're going to bring to the firm, either operationally or helping you with on the client side, or helping you just raise capital on future rounds. It could be, ideally, if you hit the jackpot if you have an investor checks all these boxes.